Hello and welcome to this buffer station simulation made by Fernando Valero Anaya, Omar Medrano, and Gabriel Fernando Cañon Lopez. This simulation is made for the class SCADA and Industrial Controllers, made in the software Factory IO along with Studio 5000. Now let's observe what this buffer station does. Now, as we can see, true to its name, this buffer station is performing the action of creating a buffer to stop the boxes from moving from one conveyor belt to the next. Now, how is this done with Studio 5000? In Studio 5000, we have created the controller system that will tell each individual equipment in the simulation what to do. The lines 0 and 2 are the ones for the start of the process. They tell the first and the second conveyor belt to start moving. The first timer tells the divider how long it will stay up. Once the timer has completed, the divider goes down and allows for the movement of a box from the first conveyor belt to the second. The second timer tells our conveyor belt for how long it should be moving, how much time it should spend enabling the movement of the boxes. Over here we have the controller system that ensures that once a box is moving through, the divider doesn't go up and gets thrown away or moved. That could cause problems in the moving system. Now let's see what happens with Studio 5000 while the simulation is running. As we can see, there's a period of time during which the first timer is not acting. This is due to the act that of the sensor 1 sensing a box moving through and thus tells the divider not to come back up, working as a safety measure to ensure the system works properly. Now, previously I talked about how Factory IO and Studio 5000 communicate with each other. But how exactly is this done? Well, first of all, in Studio 5000, every time you create a tag, this tag is assigned either to the main routine or as a basic controller tag. So the first step is to create the tags to ensure that they are controller tags at the scope of the whole simulation. Secondly, once this is done, we download this routine into the controller, into the PLC, sorry, and afterwards we go to Factory IO. In Factory IO, we go to drivers. Now, normally this wouldn't show up here from the beginning. We will have to go to Configuration, OPC Client Data Access, selecting RS Links OPC Server, Browse Items, and once this is done, all of the tags that we created previously on Studio 5000 will show up here, as you can see. With these tags showing up in a Factory IO, we link it to the controlling flags in Factory IO. We assign them to the correct driver tag, and this way we ensure that Factory IO and Studio 5000 are communicating with each other. Once this is done, we can see that every time that we interact with the control panel over here, the simulation will act properly. Studio 5000 is currently resting, there is no movement, but once I hit start in Factory IO, starts moving, and in Studio 5000 we can see the timers start acting, and we can see how the flags in each controller tag goes from off or on. And this is how we control the system in Factory I/O with communication with Studio 5000. From this simulation and the use of Factory I/O along with Studio 5000, we can conclude that nowadays it is possible to make tests about the logic in our controlling system without having to go into the field or creating a model in real life. We are capable of doing it virtually with software such as Factory I/O, which allows us to test stuff without spending more money creating prototypes or small-scale models in real life.